Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 0. A very nervy game to say the least. Obviously, both of us, very stressed out during the game. I texted each other and whatnot. But Kojo, talk to me, bro. What are your thoughts?
I'm just happy we got the 3 points, man. That's the main thing. Obviously, Leicester won, so that had me stressed out as well. But it wasn't convincing. But we got the points. That's all I can say about the game. We literally just got the points, and that's all that matters.
Obviously, Ali had to make 2 changes. One was enforced, of course, forcing Mensah having to come in, and we'll touch upon his performance. The second one, Scott McTominay, a lot of people saying, I was saying anyways, for me personally, this kind of emphasizes the importance of a CDM. What were your thoughts on McTominay's performance? And obviously, when Matic came on, felt a bit more reassured that we were sort of tight at the back.
Yeah, McTominay. The thing about McTominay is I think a lot of United fans think he's a central defensive midfielder because he's played there a few times. But he has the discipline to play there. But it's one thing to have discipline. It's another thing to actually have the knowledge of knowing how to play the role on and off the ball. And he was just very mediocre. He wasn't good. He wasn't terrible. He's like a 5 out of 10 kind of player. Just gave us the basics. I think he was a bit too safe. Maybe he was a bit too cautious at times. Yeah. But he wasn't bad. He was in a kind way. He was just there.
Man was just there.
It was just,
oh god! When you're chilling with all the boys and there's just one guy, he's just there and he doesn't really contribute to the chat. Yeah, just the one guy. That's McTominay, innit? But let's talk about the front men. Obviously, Rashford scoring and getting an assist, and Martial ice cold. What were your thoughts on the front three?
Very good. Well, yeah. The Rashford and Martial were very good. I think Greenwood. The issue with Greenwood now is crazy. At such a young age, he's being marked out of games like purpose.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, they're really threatened by him because he's so good with his left and right. Whereas with Martial and Rashford, because they interchange, you can't really sit on any of them. They just keep going back and forth, and then they can switch up at any point. So those two were fantastic. And it doesn't mean Greenwood was bad. It just means that he's a threat. And he's a very big threat. That's why they are worried about him also. But Rashford and Martial, really, really good today. 2 good finishes, especially Rashford's finish. That was great composure. The composure to this dribble.
Beautiful.
Well, 1 touch to knock out 3 players at the game. Oh, that is... Oh, what do we say? Bellissimo.
Bellissimo.
I'm glad that we had another good performance from the 2 of them, and Greenwood shouldn't worry because it's a compliment the fact that he's getting marked out of games. So
I completely agree regarding the Greenwood thing. I don't think anyone's giving him any stick anyways in terms of United fans, as we should. And like you said, it is definitely a compliment. It shows that the other team feel you. And I think Rashford has benefit from it. You've seen Rashford in more positions where he's in 1v1 situation. When he's in a 2v1, there's an overlapping run. Obviously, Fosu Mensah didn't offer that as much today. But in general, so he's always in a 1v1. But let's talk about, obviously, some of the other players in the team. What were your thoughts on the back line? Because for me personally, I've got to be honest, it looked like they were going to score every time they're going to come forward.
I was very, very worried about Wan-Bissaka for the first time. Very worried. So I just kept taking him on and kept beating him anyhow. And it's annoying because today I praised him for playing players like Sterling and getting the best of them.
Yeah. But
it's like when he comes against someone that's really, really tricky with really quick feet, that loves to do step overs and all that, I think he'll struggle a bit more. It was evident today. Got very lucky with the offside call. Very, very lucky.
Yeah, very lucky. What about the penalty? What do you reckon about that one?
Oh, Lindelof's challenge.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a penalty. I think it would have been quite soft. I think he dealt with the danger quite well.
Really? I think it's a stonewall, I'm not going to lie to you.
At first, I watched it a couple of times. I was like, oh, you know what? They're going to call VAR says penalty. Because I thought we're in trouble. But he's made a challenge, but I feel like Zaha, at some point, there's nowhere else where Lindelof can go. So it's kind of tough as a defender for you to now try to get out of a challenge or move your body out of the way. There's nothing you can do. The player's going to come into you. He's going to claim a penalty anyway. And it's whether you're clumsy or not. I don't think he was clumsy. I just think he got his body between the goal and the defender. The forward, sorry. And he he just tried to block him off as much as he could. So for me, it was okay. But I would have understood if they gave a penalty for it, but I don't think it's enough.
I've got to disagree. I'm not gonna lie. I did think it was a penalty. I think if that was against us, I'd be screaming like I was during the entire game. I'm surprised I've not lost my voice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I screamed when Bruno stood on someone's leg, but that's just me, innit? That's just me, innit?
Oh god, but honest to God, I'm not gonna lie to you. During this whole game, I was shouting at Bruno a lot because he kept passing the ball away. But in saying that, I kind of felt like he grew into the game towards the end when it really mattered. He eventually showed his class. But what were your thoughts on his performance?
It was okay. It was okay. Like you said, he grew into the game towards the later stages of the game. Bits of class obviously showing through, like the pass to Rashford before Rashford did his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, again, people will think simple pass. It's not simple. It's not basic. It's not basic pass at all. And then his link up play for the second game at the goal, and after that, just overall involvement, keeping the team steady in the middle of the pitch. That's what we wanted on bloody, what was it, Monday that we played.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, so
we needed that in the last few minutes on Monday for sure. Just to finish off, who's your man of the match then for the game?
Rashford. Yeah.
He's gone for the same one as me. I went for Rashford as well. So far, everyone said the same one. I can't remember. Jim said, who did Jim say? I think Jim said Rashford as well, actually. But obviously, you know, Jim, I think Jim got like 2 or 3. I went for VAR first, then Rashford in it. It was a tight one between the two. Yeah. But anyways, that has been your fan count with your boy Kojo. As always, show him some love. He's got 2 podcasts, okay? I will get this right. 2 podcasts. As always, his link to his Twitter will be there, so show him love on both. Apart from that, we will be back with the play ratings very shortly, so stay tuned. Peace.